Okay, 10 and 0. Let's just support the pawn. Develop the knight, supporting the pawn. Don't want to lose tempo. I'm going to come here and then he's just going to jump in here, isn't he? Let's go here. Not going to make much difference, but... And open this pawn. So at this point here, I'm just making moves that I am familiar with. The position looks familiar, doesn't look too dangerous, so I'm not having to put too much thought into it. I'm going to pause for a second. I can attack the knight. The principal obviously then, but it does have a cluster of pawns that are in the centre, which is a bit healthy for them. We could just bring the bishop here so it's not x-raying through. I think we'll go with the simple, straightforward process. I think the computer would just whip out and just attack here type thing. But they've brought their rook, so it looks like it's looking to challenge this file or own the file, but they've not developed their bishop and got ready for castling, so I think we'll take the opportunity to castle and then hit the bishop to see what it's wanting to do. Then move the knight, attacking their knight, attacking the bishop. Does take. Takes the pawn, so the rook is already there owning the file. So I think I'm going to go this way. I'm going to take the knight. We are on their queen, so then we're going to take the bishop. Develop the knight. So the only half open file is this, and it's always for the B pawn. I am going to hit their queen. They will take because they'll feel strong that they've got these pawns here. Let's do the preempt. Although they're deliberating, but I'm assuming they would take. Whoa, well that is a shocker. That is a shocker. Right, so can the knight get to it? No, his queen's taking the place of being attacking here. Could hit here, but this pawn's going to be so isolated in the centre. B pawn's always going to be attacked. Do we just push this pawn up? Or is there a better position for the knight? Knight could swing in here and try and go here. But that's when the rook will come. And then we're having to support this pawn. But the rook can come and support, I suppose. But let's get the knight into potentially some better position on the board. Might even bring the queen here, attacking the pawn. Exact move as well. Let's just bring the rook here, supporting the pawn. Still looking for this. They may then go here, looking to attack this pawn. Is it a simple push? Don't want to fall. Oh, he's come for the... So we can bring the queen in just to be a bit of a nuisance. It's not really doing anything major. Nothing in front of the king. Come here opposite the king. We don't have anything else. I'm just going to be a bit of a nuisance and just stick it in here. This rook's probably going to come to x-ray through. Right, so we're wanting to get the knight here. And they've resigned because they've lost the knight. The queen was protecting the knight. These things happen. We didn't do anything special. As usual, we're just reacting to what the opponent does on the board. We were planning to get the knight up here, but seeing that They've left their knight on pre. They've left the game. Let's just jump the knight out, see what we've got today. Oh, looks like this is going to be a meeting here. Oh, it's not. We mentioned it's all really about the starting point. If you get a good start, then you don't have the pain of going through a bad game for a long period of time. We're going to hit the knight and the pawn. I'm just going to take... I'm going to be coming here to attack the pawn. Queen's gone there, so we will go with maybe a potential exchange of the queen. We can take the knight. Pawn goes in front. Just going to move the bishop if we can. Probably this and this. I think they're wanting to open up this area with the rook facing down here. Just going to take that off the board. Just bring the bishop here. Get the knight out and queenside castle. So that's the tunnel vision aspect there, you know, get the knight out and queenside castle. And it might not be the best move. So he's come for the pawn here. We can't stop that really. We can attack. He takes the pawn, then we bring the queen here, attacking the queen. He just flies back. So we're going to be down a pawn. They've not got castle. White square bishop is a little bit blocked, but it's not getting in. Do have this pawn that the queen can take with a check on the king. I think what we'll do is we'll hit the queen. They're going to get the rook. I don't think the queen can come back and do anything. So it's got the check on the king, so the bishop probably comes out to defend. The queen will be on our rook. Oh, they've not done it. Because the queen would be taking the queen if he took the pawn. Little bit of stealth there. So we can take the pawn now with a check on the king, and we're actually winning their rook. But the problem with it's not a problem, it's just we've got the check on the king. The bishop, I'm assuming, would come here. And then when we take the rook, we've got a check on the king again, so we've still got the time. Maybe the bishop comes back, or does the king move somewhere? Whatever it is, they do a move. That means our queen... the pawn can push to protect the pawn. The queen's there. All depends what they do, doesn't it? Let's just put the check on the king. So everything seemed to have been covered off there. Without me realising. So we'll follow the pattern that we said, just attacking the king. And we're looking to still keep protecting this pawn. We might lose this pawn though, might we? We could sneak in here. If he sneaks in there, the queen can come back down, can't it? So I push this, hoping that they take with the queen. So for now, this rook's not going to be hitting our queen because the king's blocking. Oh, he's got a check on us, but we can bring the queen back. He's attacking the pawn. So we were coming here anyway. So we can take the queen off the board. We're up the rook. There's no check checkmate. Well, there is a check on the king. We'll put the check on the king. It gets the no. It brings the rook into the game, doesn't it? For now, I think we're going to do it anyway. Let's take. Put the check on the king. Or do we castle first? Or do we miss the opportunity of getting the bishop off the board? I think I'll just get the bishop off the board. Nothing else is there. Let's take castle. Oh, I'm having to do stuff, aren't I? Just blind spots. Just protect the pawn. Why they're moving so quick, and now it's slowed them down again. And he's hitting the pawn again. Could bring the knight here. He's probably going to see it off, but then we can hit. Let's just bring the knight here, defending the pawn. See what they're doing? They're giving us things to think about so we can't get settled in terms of our king castling. We might not have to castle the king. And the knight does have a check on the king, but then he's just going to come and attack. So we could just take, but then he takes this pawn. We'll just bring the rook here, facing the king. Again, we haven't got castled or got the other rook linked up, so we might just have to move the king like this. Just very mindful he's going to come here, but that's... we will have time to move, I suppose, protected by this pawn. Right, so we could... no, we're not going to do that because... we do have a check on the king though, but he's just going to take this pawn. I am going to castle now. See if we can cause a bit of trouble, but they'll be looking to... oh, look at that. Oh, we said we just push here. No panic. No panic. Does look juicy, so if we attack here, I'm betting my bottom dollar they come here and attack. I think we need... oh, but we take... he's got two pawns against one pawn. I suppose the knight can come here and put a check on the king, can't it? Let's just take... yes, that was always coming. Just hit the bishop. Come back. Knight hitting the king. Knight hitting the king. Hitting the pawn. Comes back to save the pawn. Doesn't come back to save the pawn. What am I missing? Oh, yeah, if we go here, his rook just comes across and gets this pawn, doesn't it? Is there a fork if he goes there? No, not really. Alright, looks like we're going to have to hang fire on that. Push. Takes the pawn. Rook. I think it's something with the rook. I don't think we're taking here. Rook just comes across. But these might be too powerful, leaving them like this. One. That's a concern. Takes. So if we bring this rook here, I think he's just hitting us. Hope I'm not ruining the day. Maybe it would have been better just taking and then just letting them have this pawn here with the rook, then at least it's one less pawn to... what is he doing? So we hit the king. Hit the king. Not dropping here, it's not dropping there, so he has to go back or back here or something. Not going to go in front of the rook, obviously. Could hit it again. And he drops. Hit the rook, bishop, sorry. You're looking to just hide in here with the bishop. It's going to be out of the game. flying back again. It's not doing that, it's giving it up. Auto resign now. Oh, that was weird. End game again. Crikey.